Hey, hey. Hello, everyone. Mark, you got a great new setup. Uh, yeah, hi. Welcome to a live stream. I have no idea what's going on. And now I got to figure something out. But okay. Hi, I'm Trina of Trina's Technobabble. We're going to do a live stream of working on a Dell, if you couldn't tell from the photo. Right? And yeah, and so also I'm going to show off my new toy. I got an iPad 4th gen, and I'm watching the stream. I just got to figure out how to bring up the chat on the stream because my plan is to use this on the bench so I can watch chat while I'm working on a computer. Ah, look at me trying to be smart. And it's failing. How do you see the chat on this thing? I can see... Oh, this is stupid. Nope, that's not what I want. Anybody know how to show a chat on an pretend I've never used an tablet at all? So I can see the stream.
Oh, you're
but I can't.
YouTube. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Landscape, default view. All right, I can try landscape. Nope. Oh, I am gonna like my own video though. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe. Might as well like my own video. And all things mentioned try landscape. So I tried landscape, and I can go watch like the ocean liner design stuff and train stuff.
Are you logged in?
Yeah, I am logged in.
But
I can't seem to find out how to see the bloody chat. Let me see. It shows on my iPad, but not my iPhone, the chat. Can you see a pop-out chat? Okay, let me make myself big so I can show folks what I'm seeing. We're doing troubleshooting on before I even start. Hey, Jack, 68K, 68K, yeah, wow, brain. It's Big Bad Trina. It is. Yeah, normally Big Bad Biologist is streaming at this time of day, but he had a family thing to do, so I double-checked with him, and I'm like, hey, I'll do a stream. So let me show you.
So you can do the Jack instead.
Yeah. So there's no option for chat. I got like, which I've done. Don't forget to hit like button, by the way, folks. Share and save. It's so funny watching this like be delayed on YouTube.
It's an inception.
Right? But
I can see you lifting the thing up.
It's going in infinity.
Time delay on every single one.
I don't see an option for the chat pop out, which is so weird. Because that's what I wanted to use this thing for.
it might be that they removed the chat pop out, depending on the Safari version. If you want,
yeah, it's an old Safari version because it's a 4th gen. Oh well. Meh. I'll just leave it. I'll watch myself. I just can't see the chat. So that's why I got Mark and Socket Winch with me. They're my chat moderators. Yeah, the 3 dots, I tried that. It comes up with settings, your data in YouTube, open app. What if I open app? Maybe the app. Oh, Safari cannot open this page because the address is invalid. Okay. Feedback, help, and cancel. That's all that comes up with the 3 dots.
Yeah, I think Jack's right. That like just bullying you into using the app.
Yeah, and unfortunately, yeah. I will. I'm going to play with this. I'm going to play with this more because I'm going to be streaming again tomorrow. But what am I going to be streaming tomorrow? Who knows? Hey, there's the guest of the hour.
Hi, I'm just in time.
Yeah, you are.
Just
Did you get the the power supply?
No, but it is out for delivery.
Okay. All right.
So it is possible that within the hour we will have it. So
Sweet. All right.
fingers
Well,
crossed.
I can.
Oh no,
So
I forgot to do
let's-
something. We're going to have to restart the whole stream because dinosaur feels deflated.
Oh no.
There we go. Ah, that's better.
So I have, and it's really funny. This is the one I got from when I worked at the hospital. I have 4 of these, and I actually found an extra. And I went looking for this because this one actually still had the cable attached to it. They're zip drives, and I want to test them. So that's what we're going to be doing today. But first, I need to So I tried to do a mem test on the laptop itself. Hey, Rudy. And I tried to do a mem test on it, but it shut down. So we're going to repaste it first. And I am going to go on a rant. So I went looking for a teardown video on this laptop because I'm like, oh, how do I get this thing apart? And I ended up just finding the service manual, which was so much infinitely better. But let me change my cameras. And I'm going to show you what the 3 videos I found look like. So that's my gloves and my. So one video. I hope nobody can get motion sickness, but it looked like this the entire time. I'm going to show. I'm going to work on this Dell today. Yep, and I'm using my phone that I don't have any. Yeah.
That's as bad as my video. See.
And then now, and I'm guilty of this on my live streams, but I'm also live streaming. Okay, these are pre-recorded videos, so I'm going to take out the hard drive. But here's what I'm going to show you: the laptop. 2 of them. So I'm taking out the hard drive, but I'm not going to show you how I'm doing it. I'm not even going to tell you what I'm doing. I'm just working on the laptop.
Okay, that's
and
bad.
might mention I'm taking out the drive, and that's about as close as you get. And the drive is over here.
Naturally.
Yeah. So yeah, like you would get like this shot of it, and I'm working over here. No, not going to show you that. But I'm not going to. I'm obviously not sharing the videos or anything. I'm not that mean of a person. But yeah. So I did find the service manual, which told me how to. The heatsink is super easy in this thing. What we have to do, I'm going to show you. On the right-hand side, there's a little notch. Look, I'm even going to show it. Imagine that. Isn't that crazy? And you just have to pry that up. And then there is 2 screws, roughly here and here. And you just lift the keyboard up, and it's right in this area. How easy is that? So let's do that, because that's what we're going to do first.
I mean, could you imagine Dell putting a service manual together that bad? It's like, now remove the hard drive, and they give you a picture illustration of Windows running on the screen or something.
Yeah.
People would be calling it a disservice manual.
Oh, I was so annoyed with those 2 videos. Let me tell you. So how easy is that? Yeah, sweet.
It's an Inspiron, isn't it?
It is a Dell Inspiron. Hold on, is it right here? It is right here. It is a Dell Inspiron 600M.
So that was available in their enterprise program. So it doesn't surprise me that there's a service manual and it's not hard to service.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, Corps pay big bucks for that. Big bucks.
So this was given to me by a friend of mine. And on Wednesday, I spent about 2-3 hours with the amazing Veronica of Veronica Explains, because there's a 40 gig ID hard drive in it for now, and it has Ubuntu on it. So we spent some time hacking it, and how easy is this going to be to get out? we spent some time. I reset the password, and we confirmed that it was 32-bit, which is not surprising because it is designed for Windows XP, which they didn't really come up with a 64-bit until later on, closer to the end of life for XP. I am trying to be super careful getting this. There we go.
Yeah,
And
the
there's the
64
heatsink.
version, the 64-bit version of XP was half baked.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it came out just as like Vista was the big thing.
And it had so many limitations on like 64 versus 32-bit, what you could run. I think they worked out some of those kinks in would it have been Vista?
Yeah, Vista.
That might be like the only good thing about Vista is I think Vista did sort out the 64-bit version.
64.
By the way, I just want to
not
wanted
that
to say
anyone
to,
remembers.
I just wanted to quickly say to Rudy, Rudy, take care of yourself. I see that he is under the weather still. So yeah, take care of yourself. Get better.
Oh.
So what we have to do, this is going to be so super hard. I have to remove those 4 screws.
Oh no.
And then it lifts up. I think they're captive. Yep, they're captive. Sweet.
Oh, I hope there's not a specific order you'd intended me to open these in, because I'm going to start with the computer, because the moment I open any of the boxes, it's going to be obvious what I've got, more or less.
Yep. Yeah.
So I might as well just go for the computer first.
Oh, and Justin, you're going to... So what I'm going to do is I'm going to repaste this, and I still have the CD in to boot from, and then once I start memtest, we're going to make you big. If that sounds like a plan, and we can do
that sounds like a plan, then
yeah, because I mean nobody really wants to sit here and watch 2 gigs. So this has actually the heatsink doesn't look too bad in it, really.
Oh, hey
considering
Chris.
the age. Hey Chris. Welcome. Yeah, I was actually surprised. I thought this would be more like dried up, but it still looks poop. That's what I forgot. Do I have in my garbage? No, I don't. I emptied out my garbage. Oh, no, I do. Sweet. Okay. I'm just looking for a piece of paper towel. And I realize mine's on the kitchen counter and I can't quite reach it. So, but we're gonna repaste this little bad boy.
What chip is it?
It is a
Pentium M?
Intel Pentium M 2 gigahertz. Ooh, and it also has 2 gigs of RAM. But when I went to try to test the memory, it shut down. So I'm assuming that I had that's why I'm like, I'm going to repaste this. And then I found, like, I looked at the service manual. I'm like, this is way too easy. So I thought I'll do this on a stream. It'll take me like all of 5 seconds.
The good old days when laptops were easy to work on.
Yeah. I was super.
Sony Vios from that era, and even they're easy to work on.
Oh, speaking of Sony, Mark. Speaking of Sony Vios, kick around after the stream because I got something to show you. Okay. And it has to do with my stream tomorrow.
Oh.
Because just to mention, Dave of Dave's Vintage Apple Tech is not streaming tomorrow. He is streaming Monday, same time, but just Monday because in the States it's Memorial Day.
Yes.
Thank you. Yeah. I'm like, I think that's what the day is, but don't ask me.
And in Britain and in the UK, it's indiscriminate spring bank holiday.
We had last weekend.
Spring bank holiday. Sorry.
Last weekend we had Victoria Day's week, which is so weird because her birthday's May 24th, and today is May 24th. But yet the May 2-4 weekend, which is what we have generically called it over here in Canada, was last weekend. So yeah, make sense of that. All right, it all looks nice and clean. Hey, Matthew, can I join the stream? You sure can. Please hold. One of our agents will be with you momentarily.
Please hold.
Please hold. Your call is very important. Please remain on the line and we'll join the stream as soon as possible.
I love how we all did that at the same time.
Welcome to one of my streams where we're all just a little drunk. Or, I mean, crazy. Or maybe both.
All of the above.
All of the above.
Yeah.
All right,
I mean, we made worse decisions last night.
Oh, okay. You need to kick around after the stream because I want to find out what this bad decision was. Now I'm nosy, but I don't want to dox you on the stream. All right, Matthew, I just sent you the link of my doodle on the Discords. We're going to put some, I'm going to probably get yelled at by somebody that it's either too much or too little. But, you know, I've given up caring, so. All right, now comes the, I want to, there's no dust in it.
Or is the usual disclaimer I give when I apply thermal paste on the stream is something to the effect of, yeah, I know this is going to cause comments like, that's too much. That's too little. You're using the wrong brand. You didn't spin it thin enough. You didn't put it on thick enough.
That's what she said. But I'm actually surprised, like the fan, I mean, there's a little bit of dust on the top of it. But beyond that, it's not dusty. And inside here, if I can get this to focus, that's clean as a whistle as well, which is nice and surprising. But I am going to try to find.
Oh yeah, or as Jack just said, you're doing it wrong. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. To which my response to any of those is, well, then I dare you to do a YouTube video, show us the correct way.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
they never do. It's
No.
interesting. Yeah, I mean, they don't even have to show their face. They might have to show their hands, but they don't have to show their face. They don't even have to talk. Just show us the right way in a video.
Oh God, those are the worst tech videos I come across, is when they don't talk. Because like sometimes I'm working on the computer at the same time as I have the video playing, so I can kind of go along with them. And if you're not talking, I don't want to have to keep looking back at the screen to go, what is the next step? I am looking for two things, and I can't seem to find either, so I'm just going to keep rambling until I do. Hey, I found one of them. I found my bottle of tea, as Capon likes to call it.
Yeah, Chris says, I mean, if the CPU doesn't cook, then it's fine, right? So many armchair champions out there.
Yeah, right? Oh, there totally is. Basically trying to get ahead of the, oh, you're doing it wrong comments by acknowledging. Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
Man. Yep. Okay.
And it seems to work. No one leaves feedback about how wrong I did it. So
yeah,
I guess the fact that I just disarmed them by going through all the comments that you see on thermal pasting videos, they're like, I'll just go to the next video.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, how many
like those memes you get of the guy who's like,
yeah, exactly.
Yes. All right. Oh, there. I found both what I needed. Okay, cool. I'll just have Justin on all my streams, because then he can read my comments back to me. Well, because I can't see them when I'm at my workbench, so that's the problem.
All right. Exactly, Chris. Is it how I'd apply thermal paste? Maybe not. But the important part is, did it work? Yes, exactly, said Mac.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so let's try to get this. Oh, look at that.
As we all know, if it works, it's not a dumb idea.
Yep. All right,
so not to follow the tightening sequence, by the way.
Is there a tightening?
There's numbers on top of the heatsink, isn't there, that tell you what order to tighten it down in?
Oh, I'm just gonna do corner to corner. and then do the other two
I
corners.
think it does run corner to corner, just the opposite way to the way.
Hey, listen, I don't
Trina
need...
has to be contrary.
Yeah, I do. I don't need any front seat drivers, jeez.
What, people who are actually looking at what you're doing?
Yeah, exactly. Oh, people who are on the stream with me.
Shush.
All right, hold on. My hands are sweating in these gloves. Whew. I don't know how you do it, Justin. Because Justin always wears gloves on the stream, and like my hands are just sweating in those gloves. Come on, you. Where am I going down?
I use these gloves. They do cost a little bit, but they have a flock lining which helps to absorb some of the sweat.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, mine are dollar store gloves.
Oh yeah.
So there's no lining inside of them.
Hey, Trina, let me guess. It started working properly when you did it in the right order.
Oh, fuck off, would you?
Gotcha.
No, it actually started working when I lined the screws up. But the problem is trying to see the holes once you put it on top. But
All things DG says, my 9-year-old kid sounds like those kinds of commenters at the moment. I'm sure he'd tell me how much better Linux is than everything else if I had ever let him use it. Chris replies, the difference is being that he is 9, not an adult acting like he is 9. Yeah.
Yes.
Good distinction.
All right. So I'm going to move this back a little bit. We're going to put the 2 screws back in. Look how easy that was.
You ain't got the keyboard in properly.
Dear, yeah, I know. It's a little funky still. There we go.
Is that tongue on the under the old thing?
What's that, sorry?
Tongue under... Is the tongue under the alt key on the...
Oh, yeah, there we go. Yeah. There we go.
That's when you break the keyboard. Or bend it irrevocably.
Well, I got the screw holes lined up, so we're good there.
Not enough hot glue. Yeah. So true. Story of my life.
Oh. Whoever joined, just please hold. I'm going to put a screw in, and then I'll come let you in. Probably Matthew.
I was going to say that sounds like Matthew.
There we go. Okay, both screws are back in. That was easy. Hey, Matthew.
Oh, video. Cool.
All right, so also one thing I found when I was cleaning up the other day, I found the power supply for it. Oh,
dude.
Because it kept complaining. I was using a universal, but it kept going, I can't determine what the power supply is, blah, 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 and it gave me an error on the screen. So when I was cleaning up the other day, I found the power. You'd be surprised at what you find when you clean up. That's all I'm going to say on that one. All right, let's plug this in. Just bear with me one sec. Yeah, I was using this. I have this universal power supply, blah, 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 bring it into view. And it automatically switches to what voltage it needs. Kind of nice little thing. I'm going to use it with my zip drives because I don't have a singular power supply for any of the zip drives, but I have the right end. So we're going to try those. But what we're going to do right now is I'm going to try testing memory again.
If that makes any sense, if that helps.
Yeah. I'll just let it.
I think most zip drives were, as I remember.
Yeah. Probably 5, yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
They'll run off USB as well.
So I'm gonna have fun and not actually put this back on for now. Put the cover back on. I am just gonna push where the power button is and hope this works. And where is the power button?
That's what you need the cover for.
Yeah, I guess so. I was like, oh, I can do this I can just do that with my finger, but
yeah, we've got a fascination with hot glue in the chat at the moment.
Okay.
Yeah, Jean-Francois says not enough hot glue was applied in this repair. Jack says indiscriminately applied hot glue even. And Sadmac says as a replacement for solder even. And Jack's wondering how long the CPU would run if you used hot glue in place of thermal paste. And apparently Chris had a Dell Latitude 600M.
Oh, nice. Okay, so it's
Didn't Linus Tech Tips do a video at some point where they used something that wasn't thermal paste and saw if it would run?
They tried like 3 or 4 and determined that French mustard was the best substitute.
All right, I'm putting this thing back on.
Surprisingly effective, actually.
Huh. Might break this. Damn.
I guess the only drawback to mustard is it would eventually spoil. Of course, I guess actual thermal paste does eventually get hard, so
yeah,
you're gonna have to repaste it anyways.
Yeah. Trina, I might drop out of the stream for a minute. I'm gonna fiddle with cameras and I might disconnect myself.
Yeah, okay, that's fine.
Jack's gonna look that one up. Sad Mac says my comment about the solder is a reference to a board Steve Mac 84 streamed fixing. Oh, I must have missed that stream.
Okay, okay, lights on the power supply. Let's try turning this on. There we go. We got lights on the computer. Look at that. Start slamming the F2 key.
Centrino technology.
Yeah. We're going to enter the setup. It should beep at me. The CMOS battery is CAC. So it's going to kick up a stink. And it always goes slow the first time because dead CMOS battery.
Hello.
I want to change. Hey.
Sorry for taking so long. I actually had to go deal with a lot of stuff.
All right, date and time is not set. Yep, that's. All right, so let's go into F2. Look at this lovely BIOS. Sorry, you can't see. Let me turn off this light. Look at this lovely BIOS with its green and black.
Oh, does it have the teal border at the top?
Yep.
Oh, wow. That's just like the 486 Dell that I have, the BIOS.
Yeah, I don't think
teal border at the top. Yeah, I know.
All right, so it's Alt. I'm trying to think of how to go to the next page. It's Alt P. And that gives me my boot. And then I'm going to move the CD up. And I'm going to disable the diskette drive because there is no diskette drive in this, which is spacebar. All right, and we're going to escape because there's no F10 to save and exit. I heard somebody just join. All right, so let's try. Here we go. It's loading memtest. Look at that. So yeah, it's an Intel Pentium M processor, 2 gigs, and it has 2 gigs of memory. So, and it has Ubuntu on it. Hey, you. All right, Justin.
Yes.
Let's make you big.
All right, because I've got a box ready and waiting.
It's all yours.
Cool.
All right, so I guess the summary is Trina had found a computer on Marketplace.
No, it was in a local Discord group that I belong to, like kind of localish. They're in Kitchener, Waterloo, so about an hour and a half away from me, but
okay,
local.
So, a local Discord group, definitely not local to me. And I took a look at it, I thought about it, I was like, I'm interested. So here we are. I have 3 of the 4 boxes, and the 4th one is out for delivery. So I'm hoping the postman comes soon, because I'm going to need that box to power it up. But so first we've got this box here. Trina told me there is no particular order I need to open these in. So, Trident gum. All right.
I gave you some Trident cards.
All right. Some Trident cards.
If you don't understand the joke, you are not subscribed to Justin D. Morgan's channel, and why aren't you? So
I am
By the way,
subscribed, but frankly,
links, by the way, for Justin's website that you can find all his online presence is in the description.
And luckily, we have the earth-friendly biodegradable peanuts here.
Yep.
So therefore, unlike I think the last thing I opened that came from eBay that had the nasty
That's
evil.
it. That's all that's in there.
That's all that's in there.
The gum and the the gum in the computer.
Just double checking customs didn't add anything to the box.
I had that with Steve. So they Canada Post actually in Mississauga, the box broke open and they repacked it, but they put in a couple extra items in the box.
Yeah, so I was checking to see if because the USPS never does that, but yeah, you never know when Canada Post just like we feel bad for him, so we'll throw a couple extra things in the box.
Right?
We need to.
Steve, I was watching the live stream the next day because I was working and I had gone to bed, and so I was watching the stream and I'm like messaging Steve on Discord at the same time, going, "What the poop is that? That is not what I included." Yeah, we take. I like that, Chris. Canada Post, we take care of you, eh? They do.
Because USPS is we deliver for you until we don't.
That was the reason it took me so long to ship it to you, is to find a box that was long enough.
Yeah.
That is so much longer than the hard drive, and it's just hard to find. Not only long enough, but then wide enough. Like I could find long boxes, but they were thin. So yeah. Welcome back, Mark.
is that a wait? Is that an Atari ST?
Yes, it is.
Nice.
Hey, Thomas.
Now you see the why I would because there's a lot of computers I would have been like, no, not worth buying from Canada. But Atari ST is like, wait, this actually makes sense at the price the seller wants. So there we go.
Yeah.
We've got a Atari ST. Looks like all the keys are intact. It's got a.
Yeah, I double wrapped it, so hopefully it should arrive.
Looks like they put a floppy disk adapter on it.
Yep.
But yeah, all right. It is Atari ST 520. All right, can't power it up yet because the power adapter is
still
out for delivery.
Man.
All right. So
you want to hear a really funny story? So I had purchased the shipping labels for everyone, and then my printer's been acting funky. So Canada Post, all I got to do is they give you like a QR code and they can scan it and print off the label for you. So the guy's like, okay, now it's the hard drive. And I take out the box, which we'll see in a second here. And the guy's like, that's a hard drive? And I'm like, mm-hmm. Because he's expecting like a 3 or 2.5-inch drive.
It was a hard drive in the dark times before the Empire.
Such a smart one.
Hey, Lily.
Hi, Lily.
No. Sorry, Chef. Oh, there.
I guess Justin's gone off to get the other box.
yeah, I had to go upstairs and grab the second box.
Okay. Yeah, so the young fella at the thing was like, "That's a hard drive," and I'm like, "Mm-hmm."
I mean, muted, so you couldn't hear me laughing, but oh boy, was I laughing! That was a good one.
I'm like, yeah, they don't make them like they used to. Ta-da!
Yeah, we have a totally decent sized box. It's
Yeah.
the box for a glass jar with stainless lid, 12 pieces from Dollarama.
That's the dollar store across the road. Yep.
Yeah.
That's where I get a lot of my boxes from because so the reason being is that when it's not raining out, like it did for 3 days here, they'll put boxes out front every night around supper time. And you can just go take them. So I go over with like, okay, this is the size box, like size item I have roughly, and I kind of look for the boxes.
Yeah, it's actually,
and they don't mind you doing it. Like, I've actually like once I was getting boxes and the person's like, "Oh, we're bringing out more. Just hold on." Okay, cool.
yeah.
I'm like, sure. But I am gonna have fun watching you unpack that monitor because I know how I packed it.
Well, the good news is I could not hear anything rattling inside the box. I had some people that were concerned after they heard you shipped that monitor.
Yeah, well, I put it face down as I was told to, and it is wrapped 4 times in bubble wrap, and it has pool noodles all around it, not just on the corners. So people will see. And also,
it amuses me to this day that that if you ever want to try to, if you ever in the U.S. and you decided to become a ham, there's a whole section in this stupid book about how to pack things.
Oh, nice. It took me, Justin, it took me about 2 hours to pack that monitor.
I'd believe it. And yet it'll probably take me five or 10 minutes to
oh, it's definitely
open it up.
So what I did is I double wrapped it, like wrapped it one way and then wrapped it another. And then I bought like these really large pool noodles because I was shipping off an SE. And I thought, oh, I'll get 3 of them. Well, I didn't need that many. So then I'm like, I got all this leftover pool noodle. So I put them on the corners, and then I'm like, I can put it on the top, bottom, front, side. So, Jack, I've never shipped a CRT. And then I double wrapped it again. So, yeah, if that monitor breaks, I'm gonna yell. You're gonna see me cry on stream. Hey, CDI, welcome.
You've got fired.
Oh, sorry. Hey, sorry, I didn't see you join.
No worries, no worries.
I didn't get the little boopity boop.
And hello, everyone else.
So yeah, the guy was surprised when I said that was a hard drive in that box.
Because it's an Atari mega file.
Yeah.
Still has the plastic protector on the badge even. Ooh.
Oh, I didn't notice that.
Yeah, it's...
That's instantly made it worth at least $500 on eBay. Still has plastic wrap.
Right?
$500 rare with an at in the middle.
Actually, probably at a 0, it's 5,000.
Oh.
Yeah.
There we go. Look at this. It is a hard drive from the time before.
Yeah.
So if it's not Steve Jobs, wow, is it Jack Tramiel? Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, this Jack Tramiel rare. I know what I have. No low ball.
Oh, yes. By the way, check that box, Justin. There should have been another Trident card in there for you.
Oh, all right.
"Quote unquote" Trident card.
Oh yeah.
I either put it in there or I put it in with the monitor. I can't remember. So, because I bought 3 of them, and then I'm like, I need 4 boxes. I'm like, oh well, I'm too tired to go to the dollar store now.
Oh, there we go. Spearmint.
There you go. Yeah, I picked up 3 different ones. So there's a one also in the power supply for you. And You also got some fancy coins in there with the power supply.
Oh, fancy
Ooh.
coins.
Yeah. And all things DG and Mark should know about those.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
All right, but there we go. Mega file in the house. All right, let me go grab that monitor.
Okay.
Come on.
All right. While Justin does that, let's take a peek at memtest. Look at that, baby. We're gonna be here 8 hours just doing the memtest. Why is it blurry?
Have a full bottle of bourbon in memtest. What else could we need?
Right?
Mm.
It does not have the data cable. I didn't see a data cable with that one, Thomas. I packed everything up. I had the computer, the drive, the power supply, and the monitor. So, all right, Jean-Francois, have fun shopping.
Okay, I'm back.
Hey, welcome back.
I'm ripping some CDs for my mom.
Nice.
She's actually collecting CDs now.
Shut the USB cable in it.
Do you have enough room on the bench for that, Justin?
I'm going to open it on my chair.
Okay.
The answer is no, I don't.
Yeah, I was going to say. I know the size of that box.
Yeah.
And by the way, another accessories box from Dollarama.
Yeah.
I actually had another box for it that was a bit smaller, but when I just put like the monitor in, and I couldn't put any packing materials around it because the front of it was just like an inch away from all sides, and I'm like, nope, not using that one. So I found that one. Like,
yes,
sweet.
we have a Dollarama. I guess it's where you get your.
That's where I get my boxes from.
Yeah. And your other dollar store goods. Not a sponsor.
Yeah. Yeah. If Dollarama wants to sponsor my streams, that would be amazing. Just saying.
$1 a stream.
I don't think you can find anything now at the dollar store for $1.
I'd buy that for $1.
It might be easier, Justin, to flip it upside down and then try to get the box off.
Well, at this point.
Or just cut the whole box open. Haha!
Yep, I got it.
Perfect. Yep, I see.
All right, well, I'll deal with packing peanuts later.
Sorry, I just wanted to... I'm like, okay, there's a little bit of room. I'm putting packing peanuts in it.
That is always a good thing. All right.
Like I don't want any
You
wiggly
just
room.
wanted to send him a load of packing peanuts, Trina. We know what you're like.
Okay.
Did you
Who
know
is
that
calling
people
me?
with guilty consciences are more
who is
easily
calling me from the
startled by
UK?
loud noises?
I'm literally getting a call. It says UK.
That's random.
Right? I'm gonna blame all things CG. And also, hey, Slippy.
All right. All right, I got the first layer of bubble wrap off the monitor. I think we'll set it on the bench now.
Okay.
So that everyone can see its pool noodle jail.
I was actually going to take a video of it, and then I like just a short video and post it up on the server. And totally
I mean, look at this is the top or bottom. I can't really tell.
Yep.
I can't tell at the moment if it's the top or the bottom. It could be either, but it's got pool noodles on it, and there's pool noodles on the other side too, and on the sides, and on the back, and on the front. I can tell this is the front because I can see the CRT through the bubble
Well, you
wrap.
shouldn't be able to see the CRT because on not only are the pool noodles and bubble wrap, there's also a piece of like thick styrofoam and then a piece of cardboard over that.
Oh, okay. Then what I'm seeing is the cardboard.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
That makes sense. Like I have made sure if this broke, you'd see me crying because I'm like, this took me the better part of 2 hours to wrap. So yeah, that's why there's, if you see there's, now you can see there's green tape. I just use the painter's tape when I'm doing the inside so it's not leaving sticky residue all over your monitor.
Ah, yes.
Thomas said this should get a packing award. I will gladly get a packing award for this.
It's called a box. Packing award.
Oh, and I might have had a fetish for the tape, by the way.
Fetish for the tape. You've got a new line in the Urban Dictionary.
Trina, you should do a video on how to pack. I can totally do a video, Jack, on this. Yeah. Just kind of cut it down. Because, as I said, it was about a 2-hour packing job. I took a few breaks in between, like use the bathroom and stuff.
I hope so.
A 5-hour nap.
No, there was no nap in it. Because
Trina, where did you hide Trina? Trina.
Hi.
Yeah, what have you done with the real trainer?
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
the reason being is so Monday night, Canada Post has been threatening to go on strike. And Monday night I got an email saying they've put their strike notice in for Friday, and I'm like, well, shitballs, I really got to get this sent off to Justin because I use Canada Post for shipping. Nicely, they didn't go on strike. They ended up just not allowed to do overtime, but they're still working. So, but yeah, that's why I'm like, I can't take a nap. I got to get this packed up today.
Oh, well, maybe that's why it seemed like it made it to the States in record time. Maybe they were trying to...
Well, that's what I was hoping was like I used expedited shipping because it was cheaper than regular shipping. So,
Go figure on that one.
Well, it's also nice that I have like a business account with them, so I get...
Oh, yeah, okay.
Cheaper. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, of course, yeah. With the business account, they usually do give good discounts on the rates they want businesses to use.
Exactly. Lily, try talking.
How about this?
You sound fine.
Good, because I fished out this old broken phone headset so that I can use the microphone so that it's a bit farther apart from the speaker so that you don't get echo.
Nice. And Sad Max says they can hear you as well. So, ta-da! 2 thumbs up.
Okay, I do not know who that is trying to call me now.
I didn't know who was calling me from the UK either.
That's interesting. That's the second call I've received this hour. The first one was an area code where I do know people, although it was telling me it was from a part of that area code that I don't know people. I did answer it though, just in case, and no one said anything. And
Mm.
now that one was from an area code where I don't know anyone. But in the
Spammers.
same, but in the same part of the state. So that tells me, there's a spammer, and I wonder if their first call got cut off because whatever service they were using for calling got smart and said, "Whoops, these people are up to no good." And now they've probably used someone else's credit card to get another free trial, or however they get their phone services. Yeah, I just let that one go straight to voicemail.
Yeah. Oh, and by the way, we can thank Everything is Broken Garage for the styrofoam. Because I went looking, I'm like, what am I going to use for the monitor? And then he had sent me some laptops, and that was the styrofoam from the laptops.
Oh,
and I went,
excellent.
Perfect. Yeah, because I wanted something thick. And I'm like, everything I had was kind of like thinner bubble wrap. And I'm like, nope. And then I found that. Because I don't throw any packing materials away, because, well
you ship things all the time, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, I found that was in the box, and I'm like, sweet.
You should see the back of my car right now, Trina.
Why, do you have a lot of packing stuff in the back of your car?
Yeah. Because I get nearly everything delivered to work, and I've been hoarding packing materials at work.
Yeah.
I decided to empty the pile into the car before I took a week off, so I sort of left on a high note and did something to tidy my office up, put it all in the car, and literally the back seat of the boot was just full of tape, bubble wrap and boxes.
It, at first glance, appears that the monitor is intact.
Sweet.
I was going for my doorbell camera to see if I saw any boxes on the porch.
Okay.
Nope, not yet.
Not yet. Okay.
However, I think most of these monitors, you can sometimes at least plug them into power. And
Yeah,
at least
you should be able to see something on the screen. Yeah.
All right, so we'll test it by plugging it in.
And Thomas even said, plug it in.
All right, I gotta detangle my power cord here.
And Jack, I miss the golden time too when spammers didn't call cell phones. I remember those days. And then it changed.
All right.
Oh, Lily, are you trying to talk?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Because you were kind of cutting in and out.
It turned on, and
that's the noise gauge that I should turn up.
Yeah, you're fine now.
I once used a service that was supposed to basically contact a couple moving companies for me, and apparently they sold on my data, because since then I've been getting spam on WhatsApp, Telegram, and just random calls from India, from the UK, from fuck knows where. Hey.
Oh no, Jack, I get at least a spam or two call a day. So nope. Not any better up here.
Okay, I'm going to need the power adapter for the Atari ST to actually get a video image, because it's
okay.
Atari used, of course, a proprietary DIN
special
connector.
Yep.
But the monitor does power on, and I can see it.
Oh, can
feel
you
it?
show
I
it?
can feel high voltage, and I can actually see it flicker to life.
Okay, cool.
So I think it survived shipping, but we'll know hopefully soon. So you can, like, I guess while we wait, you can make something else bigger, or Make us all the same size or
yeah,
something?
Mark also wants to do an unbox. Like, he has some stuff to unbox.
Oh, cool.
But he just left the stream, so I gotta wait till he comes back now.
All right.
But yeah, I'm glad to see that everything arrived safe and sound, especially that monitor.
Yep, all I got to do now is wait for the Postal Service to deliver the last box that's got the power adapter in it. And no, I don't know why they somehow managed to get that box separated from the others, but, well, that's the Postal Service for you.
Yeah. At least it's not like a week apart. You know?
I was afraid it was going to be several days apart when I tracked it yesterday, even though they were telling me it was going to be delivered today, but yeah, it made it out for delivery.
Perfect.
Right,
Mark, did you want to do some unboxing? Because I'm only at 44% of the testing that memory, so.
Sure.
By the way, good news, since the repasting, because it didn't even get this far before the laptop shut down. So, yay! The repasting seems to have worked. And we're going to make Mark big.
All right, well.
Hi.
I don't have bench cam yet, so you're just going to have to...
Well, while Mark does his unboxing, I'm going to run my memtest, but mine is a bit different than Trina's.
And Mark, can you speak up a little bit? You're a little faint.
Is that better? Hello?
Yeah, you're still a little on the quiet side.
Yeah, it's this mic.
There we go.
Oh,
that's better. Yeah.
You know, this mic's running through a USB box, and it's got a very sensitive noise volume control. So, I have boxes. Many boxes. This is just random stuff I've been acquiring over the last few weeks that I've not got around to unwrapping or unboxing or whatever. Oh.
Are you doxing yourself?
One moment, please. I had a tactic for this. I could roll a duct tape and duct tape. Duct tape over all the addresses, but I've got to do all the inside the box.
What is that?
That is Lily playing hold music.
Wait a minute. I'll be right back. I think Postman's here.
Okay.
Lily, keep it up. This is awesome.
Not just any hold music. Oh, it's a tank engine hold music.
Alright, I'm going to make everybody the same size while we wait. So we're not just looking at our
I'm done. Okay.
Done? Okay.
Sorry, I was just making sure I duct taped over everything.
Alright.
So, this is box number
Alright,
one.
Lily, you can stop the music. Thanks, hon.
This has...
Oh, I know what this is.
Coins in it.
Yeah.
Yay. So
I know what this is.
What's in this box?
Yeah.
So this box has many goodies in it, including 2 Pi Picos.
Ooh.
And Blue Scuzzy.
Yeah. You shared a photo. You shared a photo of that on Veronica's server.
Yep.
Yeah.
And also this, which is a power and VGA adapter board for an SE30.
Oh, nice.
Because I have an SE30 board that is spare. I've always had 2. I've only got one SE30. The story being I used to have 2 SE30s, but when my dad and I were taking one apart, my dad clipped the back of the CRT and...
Oh, necked it.
Not necked the tube.
Yeah.
Well, on an SE30, there's a little nibble that sticks off the back in the middle of the neck board that plugs on the back, and if you knock it off, it degases the tube or breaks the vacuum. And he just knocked it off, and you get that horrible, because it pulls it through a tiny little hole in the glass, you get that horrible the vacuum dies. So pathetic. Yeah, like that, but the opposite way around. And also in here, this excitement, which Karina knows what this is, but
I know what that is.
yeah.
Yeah. As soon as you saw the gold, you shared the coins. I'm like, I know what's in that box. Ta-da! That is the SE30 Peaker board, which Rudy, who was in the chat earlier, designed and is selling. So.
Is that backwards on your screen by any chance?
No.
No.
It's fine on mine. Yeah.
Oh, okay. It's backwards on my screen. Yeah, so that's my SE30 Pico, and there's all the extra bits to go with it. I've got to solder all that together yet.
Yep.
It'll get done.
Yeah, they come as a kit. They're not pre-soldered, so.
Well,
but
half soldered, I think, aren't they? The ICs and the capacitors are soldered onto it.
Yeah, you still have to do some work on them, but yeah.
But there's LED indicators and LED and stuff to solder onto it. That'll keep me occupied for an afternoon sometime.
But I'm gonna do a plug for me. If you want an SE Peaker board and you're in Canada or, well, in the UK or Europe, I am currently sold out of them. But if you go to computerswithpride.ca and then go to vintage, I will show this later. Vintage parts, you can fill out your email address and I will notify you when they are back in stock. And the best part is they're coming from Canada, so we're not charging your country tariffs.
Or excessive carriage or any other.
Yeah.
You don't get silly orange man tax.
Exactly.
So that's that box. That's all full of SE30 and
other miscellaneous, yeah.
I have this box. Anonymous brown parcel. Which
we'll ship your item in an anonymous brown package.
Yeah, it's packed for discretion.
Yeah, right.
I forgot where my knife is. There it is. Sorry, this bench is still a little bit work in progress. And I moved everything around this morning, and I still don't know where half of it is. So.
Oh, I see now. The chocolate coins.
Yeah.
I just found the chocolate coins as well. Good timing. This is.
So it did arrive.
And Trident.
Yeah, another yeah. I was hoping to get everything in 3 boxes. Or Mac OS 8.
A complete boxed copy.
Oh, and it looks like it's a. Well, that's an interesting power supply.
Yeah, it's a homemade power supply.
Oh,
the guy made it, so.
Well, that's neat. Oh, there we go. Oh, and the power cords. All right.
Yeah. Yeah, I wrapped the power cords as separate. That is sweet, Mark, though, the OS 8.
How's it? Microsoft Internet Explorer.
And hey, Starbucks Tech.
So,
all right.
And there, this is got a package. I presume all the bubble wraps just wrapped around the CD, just putting it in broken.
But one thing Thomas asked me that I realized, Justin, is that there's no data cable to go from the hard drive to the computer, and I didn't get one.
I'm hoping that it's just a 25-pin straight-through cable.
Okay.
I'll have to figure that out, but well, I know a source for random things.
Yeah.
I sometimes regret the things I buy from that place, but
yeah.
This is neat. I actually got 2 copies.
Ooh, fancy.
2 CDs. They're both 8.0, but one's different to the other for some reason. I don't know. And I also, because it's Mac OS 8.0, I got DistTools floppies. Because we still needed them back then,
Nice. And hello, Carrie. Hello.
Hi. So yeah, that was another random thing I found on eBay. for next to nothing.
All right, I'm gonna let this memory chip finish testing because they take so long to test.
I think I know what this is. This is probably somewhat related, I think. Reused Amazon envelope that's about to dox the previous owner. Hate it when people do that.
Yeah, I either if I can't take off the sticker, I have a big black marker that I use to black it out.
Yeah.
Because
I didn't know it was there. I didn't know it was there because it was on the inside.
Yeah, no, but I'm saying I'm saying if I like send something that I like a box that I reuse, such as the power supply box, that I sent to Justin. You know, I took the stickers off at first, or I blacked them out. I can't remember.
System 7.5 upgrade guide.
Why is that backwards though? Point that at your camera again, because that was, yeah, you're backwards.
Oh, this whole
the 5 is at the start.
Is that better?
Nope, still backwards.
No. Gee, StreamYard.
There's a mirror my camera setting in SteamYard that you need to switch.
That's exactly what I just did. Did
Maybe
nothing.
you're in the reverse world, then. Have you considered having a transporter accident?
That's why I've got the moustache. Oh, tree. Speaking of stuff.
Yeah.
Big. I found these in a drawer when I was cleaning up.
Oh, sweet.
Isolinear chips.
Yeah. All we need is data to sit on the floor and put them all back in together. Or in the right spot. Yeah.
Yeah, I just pulled my shoulder out doing that. Yeah,
these are not toys.
Yeah, there you go.
The only thing that would have sealed that more is if that engineer would have just run off crying after she said that, like a mom.
Yeah, but System 7.5 upgrade manual. This was
we're gonna agree. We're just gonna say because I can see 5.7. Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, my camera's lighting's not very great. Yeah, but
no, it's the fact that it's backwards. It's still backwards. So there's 5.7, and then system.
Mark, you need to fiddle with the StreamYard set.
I did that. Is that still backwards?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Try leaving
it properly because I just turned the option off and turned it on again, and it doesn't work.
Try leaving and coming back in the stream.
It also might be your camera driver. I've had the same problem under Linux. That the camera might actually reverse it for you. The camera driver reverses that.
And mirror it and start it again.
Oh, yay. That
better?
Get passed.
Let me make you big again. Nope, you're still backwards.
Just trust me, it's a System 7.5. Look, you can see the icons at the top. It's very System 7.5.
Yeah.
And with that, Mark was defeated by the webcam.
Technology! Okay, so what did I do with the other one? There it is. And then this one's cool, but kind of in a sort of nerdy kind of way. I grabbed this off eBay because I found it, and it's like, that's really cool.
Oh, all things, were you trying to call me earlier? Think you're back in the chat? Yeah, it's System 5.7.
Yeah, very old.
Hey, Bacchus, happy Saturday to you.
Hi, Bacchus.
Yeah, I got this. I got a call from that just said United Kingdom. So I'm like, yeah. Unfortunately, it's backwards. So you're gonna have to read it to us.
It says Quark.
Okay, that's what I thought, but I was like,
it's a copy.
All right, I should. Let me see if I can get
Quark Express.
It's a copy of Quark Express.
Yeah,
version
nice.
6. And it includes the dongle.
Oh.
Which means I can actually use it. There are loads of copies of this floating around on eBay with no dongles. They're just a CD. And it's got manuals and extra CDs and update CD and another update CD. It's got all the stuff in it. It's obviously been somebody's sort of publishing software for a while.
Nice.
But yeah, the reason I bought this was because Quark Express has an individual place in history, in Mac history, as being one of those programs that Steve Jobs hated because people stuck with Mac OS 9 so they could use it. Because an entire section of the publishing industry used Quark Express for page layout for years and years and years. And they took forever to port it to Mac OS 10. And it drove Steve Jobs mad because he wanted everybody to move to Mac OS 10, and Quark Express were dragging their feet for years on it. And so I wanted a copy of Quark Express. Yeah, that too.
Just hang on for a second, Mark. I'm going to make Justin big for just a quick sec.
Oh, we have a screen.
Yeah, because he has a screen.
Okay, so flicker warning, but we've got the menu bar.
Yeah.
There's the mouse cursor.
Oh.
And yeah, we've got the screen.
Sweet.
Does the mouse move?
I don't have the mouse. I'll have to get a mouse for it.
Details.
Details, yes.
I mean, just plug a mouse into your USB port, Justin. You'd be all good to go.
Let me just find the USB port on it.
Oh no, it's touchscreen. Just touch it really hard.
Touch it, yeah.
Harder.
Hit it with a hammer.
Hit it with the hammer. Hit it with the hammer. No,
All right.
All right. Anyways, yay! The monitor still
Sweet.
works.
Cool.
As good as the Atari.
Yeah.
Bonus
All right,
time.
and the Atari still works. So
Yay.
I'm gonna. Well, okay. So let me get rid of the flickery mess, and I'll go back to testing memory chips. And while I do that, I'll try to figure out what kind of cable I need for the Mega Drive.
Perfect.
I don't know if I happen to have a cable on hand, but hey, maybe I
You
might,
never
so-
know. Yeah.
I might, so I might as well check to see what kind it needs. All right. In the meantime, though, I'll check my next SRAM chip.
Cool. Glad to see that everything's so far working.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, and Thomas said you can use the keyboard to navigate.
I was about to say, it's not a thing where you can steer it with the keys, because you can do that on an Amiga. There's a special key combination that you hold down and it'll let you do it with the arrow key.
Oh, Sleepy says I need an ACSI cable, DB19 to DB19. Ugh. I have a third-party mouse for an Amiga. They often have a switch for ST mode.
They do, he's right. I don't know whether I have one, but I'm rather a long way away from it to send it to you, unfortunately.
Yes, it would. It would have quite the adventure. I might have an Amiga mouse adapter, like a PS2 to Amiga adapter, and maybe it has a switch on it as well. Or at least maybe a firmware I can load on it for Atari mode.
These came from the same person on eBay, as you can tell, because they're both in the same envelope.
Yeah.
From Italy?
And these are all Apple dealer brochures from 1997. Full of glossy pictures and pictures of 20th anniversary Macs. They're all from exactly the same time as well. I don't know whether the person worked in a dealer or was a dealer or something at one time, but look at that. It's proper retro. One of the reasons I got these is because I have the 5500 sitting on the shelf here. I also have a 9600 down there that you can't see. So this is kind of really cool.
I love Bacchus's comment, by the way, because your camera's still backwards, so that's his comment.
Yeah.
Here's today.
Yes. Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. I'll work the backwards camera thing out before next time. And I got another one for the PowerMac G4. It's really cool. Loads of these like spread open pages full of really nice glossy pictures.
Yeah.
That's cool. I found one person, like I said, I found one person on eBay selling these at like £1.75 each. And I was like, yep, I'm having all of those. There's one there for the, this is for the no, it's for the PowerBook Wall Street.
Ooh, nice.
Shark.
Thomas says to use a mirror and show us in the reflection.
It's a good idea, but I don't have a mirror that big, unfortunately. Yeah, this is from 1997 as well, and that's got all the for the Wall Street on the back of it. And I got these as well, which are little professional Mac, iMac, and
OBS.
Sorry? I tried to use OBS, but if I use OBS, StreamYard can't find any cameras or any microphones when I try and use it. It's just really annoying, because I wanted to use OBS with that camera and this camera, and it doesn't work. It just
Where? Jack68K said, I'm shocked those weren't rare 100 pounds.
This is why I bought them, because most of these come up on eBay all the time, but they're like 100, 150 pounds. And you're like, what?
Yeah.
This guy was like, these are like £1.75. And I'm like, yeah, I'm having all of those.
Yeah, I would as well.
They're not that easy to get hold of these days.
Hey, Joe.
It's Joe.
Why are you shaking your head in doubt, Joe?
Joe.
He's just being Joe.
Hi, everybody.
Hey, you.
Hi. JCM-1.com. If you're not outside of the United States. Lastly, stylish shipping box. They obviously couldn't find a box for shipping the goods in, so they just sent me a box file. Random. Yeah.
Cheap dip.
This is a copy of Explorer 1 by Peter Gabriel, which I've always wanted a copy of this. This is the Mac version. The reason is that I bought the album that goes with this at the time, and I got the demo of this on a PC format cover disc, and it was the first ever multimedia demo I used on a computer with full QuickTime video and all that shit out. And I've always wanted a copy of the original actual software, and now I have it. And again, it wasn't very expensive.
When I first saw that, I thought that was Mads Mikkelsen from Doctor Strange.
Well, also, Joe, we're having a bit of issues with Mark's camera that it wants to flip everything around, so everything's a bit wonky.
Yeah, he's backwards.
Yeah.
I was almost going to say I was backwards, but I'm forwards, so when it comes out, it's backwards. Anyway, yeah, but that's my unboxing.
Oh, and Joe, you missed the unboxing of the monitor. It works.
Yay!
Yeah. Well, as I mentioned last night, and as Justin found out today, I double wrapped it, and then I took pool noodles and cut them in half and put them on every surface available, like front, back, top, bottom, sides, corners, and then I double wrapped it again. So
it was like it was in a pool noodle jail.
Yeah. And then on the front of it, I had put a thick piece of, thickish piece of styrofoam, and then a piece of cardboard over that. And then there was also pool noodles over that. So the screen shouldn't have broke.
Pool noodles that came in the night. Pool noodles, they gave me a fright.
All right, so maybe eventually this memtest will finish. It's funny, I've had 2 unboxings, and I'm still at 95%.
That's what I said earlier, Jean-Francois. The reason that I've got the moustache is because I'm in the mirror universe. And the beard.
Exactly.
A mirror universe, me. I need big evil eyebrows or something as well. So mirror universe, me.
Yeah, Sloopy. I've honestly never shipped a CRT before, so I was so super duper worried. I did packet stream down, as I've been told to do. But beyond that, I've never shipped one. So I was like, I am making sure this thing survives. And if it doesn't, I will literally sit here and cry on my own stream.
It's my party. I'll cry if I want to.
Right?
I told you never to call me on this wall. This is an unlisted room.
Guess how many
you have to pack? Sorry, I cut you off. Go ahead.
No, that's fine. I was just going to say, once this memtest finishes, it's a whopping 2 gigs, so it's going to take a while. Apparently, it's also memtest is also based on speed-wise. It's also based on how fast your processor is, and it's a Pentium M. So
it's got Centrino technology, which was basically Intel's way of marketing inferior components as something superior.
Tony Stark was able to build this in a cave with a box of scraps.
Great movie.
Yes.
I like the first. I always like the first Iron Man movie.
I mean, I'm building this out of my basement and with a box of scraps.
There you go.
And something horrible has happened.
Sorry. What's happened?
My pot of tea from breakfast is empty.
Oh no!
It's the end of the world.
I know.
I can't drink tea to wake up. I just don't find it does anything. It doesn't have enough caffeine for me.
You have to get the good stuff.
Apparently, I just drink coffee. That's my tea. Coffee.
I don't drink coffee to wake up. I drink coffee because I like it. Because caffeine has no effect whatsoever on my drowsiness state.
Really?
ADHD.
Yeah.
It's actually the reverse. It actually makes you drowsy.
Well, at least you're not testing that 2 gigabytes of memory in a Retro Chip Tester Pro. Because you were joking it would take 8 hours to finish on that laptop. It would take like 8 months to finish on this Retro Chip Tester Pro.
Yay!
Hi, unsupervised. And did you see the message, Joe?
I saw the message.
Yeah.
Yay! Thumbs up.
That's why I highlighted it for you.
It passed. It passed.
Yay!
Oh, hey, it did. Sweet home Alabama. Look, it passed. Yay. All right. So let's rebootalize.
Rebootalize.
Rebootalize. Yeah. Let me take the CD out first so it doesn't.
Is that what happens when you lost a lot of weight and lost all the junk in your trunk, but then you get like surgical implants to put the booty back in?
Jesus Christ.
Brazilian butt lift.
I just thought of a little song.
Oh God.
Sweet home of copyright strikes.
Yes.
Is your bad? I'm mad. Come on.
All right, so we're gonna reboot. Maybe. Give it a sec. At least I'm not getting the error anymore. Going, I don't know what your power supply is.
What is this insanity?
It's just given up. It's like you're just going to keep using this, so I don't care.
Hi. Do you want to do something?
It's dead. It died.
Dance for me.
Its last thing it would ever do was the memtest.
Apparently. All right, I'm going to turn it off. Just press and hold the power button. All right.
Why no go? There we go.
Yeah, I know. That's my question. Why no go? Here we go. I don't know. I got stuck. And we are going to boot into Ubuntu.
Is that thing like worth? What are you using that for?
We're going to be testing SCSI, or not SCSI, zip drives.
Oh, that's right. That's right. You know, because that's the title of the stream.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Joe.
Hi, Joe.
Joe is clever.
Amnesiacs Anonymous.
Such a smart one.
No.
And I just realized something.
Who are you again? Sorry, where am I?
I just realized something. I totally forgot to bring zip disks over. All right, so this is the account that I hacked with the help of Veronica Explains. Ta-da!
Linux.
Our Linux mom.
Yeah, Linux guru.
All right, so I will be right back while this system boots up. It is booting off a IDE drive, so it does take a little bit, but it's not too bad. But yeah, I gotta get some zip disks, so I'll be right back.
Oh, here we go again. Crash! What's up on the screen?
It's like old music.
All right, did you miss me? I'm back.
Hi, bye.
Hi. And I got
the Thomas the Tank Engine.
I also have a stack of zip disks. So I am going to test using the one that I got that still has, funny enough, it still has the asset tag from work on it.
Ass tag.
Yeah, ass tag. Yeah. Do I need power? Because there is a power adapter for these things when I plug it in.
Yeah.
Or will it?
Yeah. It's not going to power over the port. It needs some power.
All right. Well, I have my universal power supply, so and I got the right end on it. I have done some work before the stream. So let's grab that cable.
Can you set the power supply to a voltage, or does it guess?
It auto adjusts this one.
Sounds sketchy.
How it figures that out is anyone's guess.
Yeah, I know. But knock on wood, I used it with this laptop, and I also used it with the laptop that I got from Vivi.
So its output's 19 volts. So what voltage does the zip drive take?
5.
19. Sure.
12.
But I have also used it with some Lenovo laptops that are 20, and it seems to auto switch. So we're gonna find out the hard way.
Yeah, but if it's auto switching between 12 and 16, it might.
Before you plug it in,
I've already plugged it in.
I was gonna say, do you have a fire extinguisher? But go ahead.
Well,
live on the dangerous side.
It hasn't caught fire yet.
It also hasn't lit up and turned on yet.
Nope.
You've got fire.
Yes.
All right, so I am going to plug this. How am I going to do this? All right, so bear with me. Yep.
Yeah.
Let's take a look-see.
All right, so let's turn this around. So let me show you the back of this thing, by the way. Can I keep the power in? Ta-da-da-da. So these are the ports on the back. We have USB. We have a modem. We have a network. We have the parallel port. We got VGA and serial.
Ooh, so that thing would be perfect for taking it on the field and programming traffic lights.
Okay.
Joe.
It's what? I don't have a customer who told me their protocol for reprogramming the traffic lights downtown. Shut up. Quiet you.
I just dropped something on the floor. I have no idea what I just dropped on the floor. Oh well.
Hey, Trina.
Yo.
I need to leave. Trader Hose calls me.
Okay. Well, thanks for joining.
Thank you. Yes.
I might be streaming tomorrow, so stay tuned for that.
Yippee.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
That's a bullet noise.
Uh-oh. Okay, so we got a system. See if I can get this to focus. System program problem detected.
The machine's bad. It's got a bad CPU core.
It might be the zip drive. With the help of Ronica, we installed Jazz Zip, which is supposed to make these things work, but we haven't tested it. This is like a live test. How exciting is this?
What could possibly go wrong?
All right, so I'm going to put, let me back this up a bit. I'm going to put this, I don't know if the zip works. I don't know if the drive works.
Yes.
We're doing this all fun. We are not getting power.
Could you
at all.
open a terminal or preliminary?
I suspect it's grumpy.
Open up a terminal. Let's see if I can remember how to do this.
Sometimes
Windows R, CMD. Oh, wait.
All right, I've opened up a terminal.
No, Windows R PowerShell. Yeah, that's it.
PowerShell.
Backus, I think the reason it needs extra software is because it's a parallel port zip drive.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
But just in case the crash was for the zip drive, I just checked DMESG, DMESG.
Sorry, what was that again, Lily? You're kind of cutting out.
DMESG, DMESG.
Okay, message that to me when I'm supposed to type in, because, yeah.
Yeah, big message.
Backus says, oh, so it'll need fiddling.
Okay. So type that into a command, the command, DM.
Yep. D message.
DMSG, okay. Okay, and I'm going to bring this closer so you can see what I'm doing.
Recent kernel and device message status stuff.
It's not found.
David, Michael, Echo, Sierra, Giraffe, Gnocchi. I always had this fun joke of giving people what's the thing I'm looking for? Stand by.
Phonetic alphabet.
Phonetics, but with words that are sounded differently than what they what they're spelled. So, like for G, you use gnocchi or gnat. You know, X is xylophone.
Nice. All right, so what am I looking for?
Some sort of error. It's probably related to a zip drive.
Or a parallel port.
Uh-huh.
Have you ever thought of being one of those scam the scammers people, Joe? Because with that alternate phonetic alphabet, you could really mess with their minds for like hours on end.
That would require them to have some level of intelligence.
Nah, good point.
Sorry, I'm just scrolling all the way to the top because this goes on forever.
Yeah, don't do that. It goes on until the very first second of the kernel booting. So
Yeah, I see that. But I don't see like anything in red that would kind of indicate an error.
Wouldn't necessarily be. That's part.
Unsupervised. No. The answer is that it's not technologically possible.
Should I maybe try rebooting it with the zippy drive connected?
The zip drive's not even connected yet?
No, it is. What I'm saying is, should I reboot it? Like reboot the system
connected?
with it connected? Yeah.
You can try that.
That might not
because
be
it is a
bad
parallel port, so the driver may need that to be there in order to initialize? Question mark.
See that? Yeah,
Linux is smarter than that, though. Linux isn't like Windows, where like,
yeah,
yeah, but the hardware is not necessarily smart. That's the problem.
Another question is whether the kernel that's installed even has got parallel port enabled.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Should have.
Maybe.
I have to build a Titan card set.
All right, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to reboot just for poops and giggles.
When you're in a terminal, you could.
That sounds like a Titan effort.
You could have just typed in sudo reboot now.
Oh.
Without the awkward clicking.
What? Okay, listen, I'm a point and click girl.
Reboot, man. They've updated that command. I just still use shutdown -R. God, I'm old.
Is the parallel port enabled BIOS? That's a good question.
A very long time.
Let's go.
I learned Linux in 1999. I'm old.
Yeah, just a couple of years after that.
Yes.
All right, I'm just going to hard turn it off because.
Jean-Francois has a great question. Is the parallel port enabled in the BIOS?
See, I've read that question, and while I was reading the question, I missed the getting into the BIOS. So that's what we're doing now. All right, so it's Alt-P to go to the next page.
And also,
that's my
probably
boot.
used to be in like bidirectional mode.
Yeah,
it does need to be bidirectional mode.
Okay, so this is all adapter and modem and PC, PXE, blah, blah, blah.
Bidirectional. Sorry.
You are bad.
God damn it, Joe.
Hi, I'm Joe.
Can we take you anywhere?
No.
No.
So we have, here we go.
But we still love you.
We do have the serial port is COM1, parallel port is showing as ECP.
Change that to the other one.
EPP?
Yeah, EPP, and then it should have bidirectional mode.
There's normal,
bidirectional. Yep, that's what you need.
Okay, perfect. Okay, let's escape. This is so weird. I keep going to F10 because I'm so used to F10 to close out things.
That might not matter.
Yes, EPP is enhanced parallel port. Or I believe as this Dell BIOS calls it, bidirectional.
It was ECP, so Echo Charlie Papa.
Yeah, that one's the enhanced something.
Port?
Something.
Anyway, we've changed it over to so that now it's bi. So should I put a pride flag on my?
Yeah, you could use EPP or ECP. ECP is technically the newer spec, so.
Yeah. Extra crappy port. I love that.
Yeah,
That's good.
Extra crappy port. Yes.
All right.
I think all ECP adds is an interrupt, but I don't know that the zip drive requires that.
You said erupt. Somebody is building a 3D printer.
Yes, she is.
That's great.
I
wish
okay.
my 3D printer worked.
Oh, well, this is being really slow.
You broke it. We told you things that made you break it, so it's not our fault.
Oh, there we go. It's coming back up. It just might have been a second. There we go. All right, let's put in my ultra secure password of 1234.
Oh no,
I
whole
have-
internet knows.
I have
I
the
know,
same
right?
combination on my porn
Actually,
stage. Anyway,
I need you and Veronica act that like
Okay, Lily,
there's
your
a
audio.
USB
Lily,
to-
your audio sucks. To be nice, but your audio is kind of choppy.
I can't hear you. We can't hear you.
How's it now?
better.
Yeah, there you go.
So Why did you actually just hack the account? I would have just rebooted into a light CD and set the root password.
That's what we did.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because it sounded like you cracked the passwords file.
Oh,
and then...
no. Sorry. Veronica was like, hey, now you're a hacker.
You're welcome to buy me a headset. My last one broke. And I'm broke as well, so there we go. I've got a phone headset going to my phone, which is also my webcam, and that's streaming to my PC, etc.
All right, so
we need to get Lily a headset, everybody, because her accent is delicious, and we need to hear more of it. So let's do it. Make it happen, chat.
That sounds so wrong.
Okay, so what should I do? Because it came up with that same system error. And the zip drive isn't doing anything, and I don't know how to access it because it's not like an app.
No, it's going to be all command line stuff. You're going to have a mount command to mount a device to a mount point. It's going to be something like sudo mount dev something to slash.
It's entirely possible that a file manager would treat it like a CD-ROM, though, and those mount automatically.
Hi, I'm dumb and don't know things.
So I typed in exactly what you said.
Stop it. Stop.
Hold on, let's see what happened. Oh, it actually has my password.
Yeah. Bacchus has good.
Does the lsblk command work?
Let me try.
Lima Sierra.
Yeah, LSBLK. I've done this. Yeah. Okay.
SR0 ROM.
That's the CD-ROM drive.
I find. Yeah.
So it sees the hard drive and the optical drive.
Yes.
But not the zip drive.
Nope.
Yeah.
Did you try wiping it and installing Windows 98? I have a product key for you.
It sounds a bit extreme, but I would definitely point towards the kernel probably not having support for parallel ports and/or zip drives enabled.
I would.
Okay. Or it just doesn't
it's
like
Ubuntu. They do.
Oh no, it's not Ubuntu. It's not Ubuntu. It's French Ubuntu because it's Lubuntu. Oui.
Same difference. I'm trying to make a point here, Trina. Don't make it more difficult.
Let the lady talk.
I am. I'm just being a smartass. Sorry.
Facetious. Yeah, we know.
My point
All right,
is
Lily, go ahead.
While they do go for a shotgun approach, it's entirely possible that we've passed the stage where having a parallel port is common enough for Ubuntu. Well, not common enough. You get the point.
Do you know what version of Ubuntu it actually is?
Yes. Yes, it is that version. No, I don't remember.
Install Red Hat 6.
LSB_release-A.
Sorry, what am I typing in?
LSB_release-A. If it's not underscore, then it's just a dash.
Okay, underscore and then release. -A.
-A.
And I assume there's a space after that. There we go. It is Ubuntu 18.04 long-term support.
Pretty old.
Well, yeah. Well, I hate to tell you, but the laptop's pretty old.
Yeah, but I was kind of I was expecting it to be really new because somebody pulled this thing out of a drawer and let's install Linux on it, or it'd be like 1204 or something because it's been on the hard drive since 1900 and frozen stiff. I don't know.
Ah, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, but I'm just thinking, did 1804 still have parallel port support? Because it should have done. Because it's pretty old.
Actually, Trina, could you sudo apt install git? Because my first next suggestion would be to actually compile a kernel.
Oh, yeah.
The question is the hard drive large enough and fast enough?
No.
Actually,
I'm gonna play more with this offline, and also get a proper power supply for a iOmega zip drive. So I'm not using the universal one.
Install Windows 98.
Shut up.
It'll work though.
Actually, it might be a matter of adding some modules to the Etsy modules file.
Uh-huh.
I just put a link in the private chat.
Okay, let me come back.
No, Trina, I have a better idea.
I feel
Install
like
Windows
this is starting to devolve into an XKCD panel.
Take a peek at the private chat here.
Sorry, I'm being an ass. I apologize.
I think specifically on that page, I think you unless is that a zip, just a standard zip drive, or is that a zip plus drive?
It is a I can't read it because it's dark. Just bear with me one sec.
Is it parallel only, or is it one of the parallel SCSI ones that have?
It is one of the
options?
parallel. Oh, you can't see. Sorry, I'm like just randomly showing things, and I can't see my screen. So
Yeah,
please.
that would be a parallel only one. So I think that one is going to use the PPA.
Yeah, that's what I was reading about. Was the PPA thing?
The PPA driver, and then the. I think I got.
Peepaw.
Yeah, the PPA driver, and then I think all you need is the PPA driver. So you may just be able to add that one line to the Etsy modules. Although the instructions for that in that link I sent you say to also add the IMM module.
Uh-huh.
So
those are all words that you said.
Yeah. That's what I'm like, All right, okay. I'm gonna stop it here because I need to be able to be by myself and try this. So that sounds wrong, but yeah.
Yeah, we get it. You need to be able to concentrate to actually
exactly. Yeah.
Follow the instructions and yeah. I totally get it.
But yeah, so I'm gonna try that. But yeah, I'm saying with all this love in the world.
Shut up! I don't want to do this with everybody watching.
Yeah, and then also like I can like double check with Veronica and stuff. So, but hey, at least we got it so that it's not shutting off when I'm doing memtest. So, win.
Fixed it.
Yep.
I have a Windows 2000 product key to make that zip drive work.
If you got an XP key that works, that'd be amazing.
I've got a Windows 2000, so it doesn't need a product key.
Yeah. I'm also going to go to the place of infinite regrets for Justin and go to eBay.
Oh, no.
And see if I can find a power supply for those zip drives. Or if anyone in the chat and or on stream that's close to Canada or in Canada has the power adapter for a zip drive, message me on
Canada. I'm in it.
Oh, yay.
Feel free to send me a message and we can talk about that. Oh, speaking of updates, printer, which is here. The part that that we were having issues with, Ron sent me a message last night, saying it arrived at his place.
Yeah. Nice.
So we're trying to. He asked me about an address, and I'm like, because he had mentioned sending it letter mail, and if he does that, I'll send him this address, and if not, I'll send him my PO box. Because if it's sent letter mail and it goes to my PO box, I don't get a notification because there's no tracking. That's how they let me know. So, but letter mail can go through the letter mail slot in the door, so
I used to know.
it doesn't go missing. So stay tuned for that. I also received the caps for the board, so that's going to be recapped at some point because it needs to be, because I cut one off. So it definitely needs new caps. So I got those from DigiKey. So hopefully we'll figure out what's going on with this printer, or does it just go into e-waste? Which it just might. So thank you everyone for tuning in. Thank you everyone who's been on the stream with me today. We had Socket Wench, Justin, the guest of honor, Joe, Mark, Lily. We had Matthew. I don't think of any. Oh, CDI was here. Sorry, brain is. I didn't write that. I'm not like Dave and write it down. So.
Well, Dave's used to writing things down because he forgets everything because he's old, so it's fine.
Well, yeah, exactly. Also, Dave is not Dave of Dave's Vintage Apple Tech. Normally streams on Sundays from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. Eastern. He is not streaming tomorrow. He will be streaming Monday the same time, but just Monday because it's apparently a holiday in the States. So he's moved his stream to Monday, which means tomorrow I'm getting a haul of computers.
Yay!
So when I get back, I am literally going to set up a stream and go, let's go live. No countdown, no pre-warning. We're just going to do it. So, because I don't know when I'm going to get back and traffic and stuff. So stay tuned for that. It's going to be a real spur of the moment, but yeah. But once again, thank you, everyone. It's been fun. Thank you, Justin, for joining. Thank you, Mark, for doing the unboxing. Well, the mem test went on forever.
Well, thank
Justin,
you for facilitating this purchase for me.
Hey, you are more than welcome. I am so glad that I was surprised when you sent me the message yesterday going, they're arriving today. I'm like,
yeah, I know.
Like, wait, what?
I was expecting it was going to be like Tuesday before they arrived, but nope. It's like,
yeah,
wow.
I was surprised, like, when you said, like, because I sent it out. Well, I sent you the message around 4 o'clock, and that's when I bought them. So it was like 4:30, 5 o'clock by the time I got, over to the post office, and they were everything, like the labels were all printed off. So yeah, like supper time, and then Tuesday. So like literally, it had Wednesday, Thursday, and it arrived at your door Friday.
Yeah,
which was amazing.
Or well, 3 of the 4 boxes yesterday. The final one today, but still, like,
I mean, still.
Still, that was
the majority of it arrived yesterday.
Yeah, did the U.S. postal workers get a raise or something? I mean,
yeah, I know. Right?
I don't know. I'm wondering if Canada Post was just trying to get stuff out in case they went on strike, so that they didn't have a warehouse full of stuff.
Yeah, that's what I kind of think it was. Although it still has to go through customs, which at that point is out of Canada Post hands, and that can take a while. So even customs was like, move it along.
Yeah, maybe the U.S. Customs was afraid that that Canada was going to go on strike, and they wanted to clear their warehouse too. So they're like, "All right, let's make sure we got plenty of space in case they do go on strike, and we pile up boxes."
Well, next time I ship something to you, Justin, I'm just going to wait until like the threat of Canada Post going on strike.
Yeah, I think that worked.
Yeah, it did. So yeah, thanks everybody. Don't forget to hit like, subscribe, do the usual thing. Go to trinastech.com. you can find my online all my online social presence. If you can afford it, go to Coffee. Buy me a power supply for the zip drives.
Give Trina money or I will come through the internet and hurt you.
Yes, and also don't forget, for those of you who live in the States, go to jcm-1.com for all your retro needs.
Give me money so I can give Trina money so I don't hurt you.
Yeah, right, there you go. Buy stuff from Joe so he can give me the money. That works, yeah. All right, folks, yeah, stay tuned. Tomorrow it's going to be kind of like maybe a half an hour lead time, and I'm just going to go, I'm going live. So stay tuned. And have a great day, everybody. Bye.
Bye.